Travis, if someone was looking to expand offerings in their laundromat, what would you say is your best advice you would have for them to be successful?
If it's profitable and it's working for you, keep doing it, but just plan ahead. So with say for example, all the soaps we have, that's a lot of money in inventory that you're gonna have, you're gonna hold on to, and you gotta have a place to store it. You're gonna need resellers permits and tracking it, taxes on it. You need a software that can record your inventory so your inventory doesn't go missing. If customers have issues, like they open it and it's something's wrong with it or it's damaged, something like that. So just planning, tracking, storage, and just make sure it's still profitable for you. Like Matt was saying with the wash dry fold, we have the same problem with storage. It's whether it's an ancillary service or your main service, if you're having a problem with it, you got to figure out how to solve it. So some of the ways I do it, if I don't have enough space, I'll increase the price to reduce the quantity. That's one of the easiest things that I do. And yeah, that's kind of it's ancillary services are great, but if they become a headache, I would just ditch them and move on and keep your focus.
Good advice. How about you, Matt? Best advice if someone wants to add something to their laundromat?
Yeah, I would say, well, I would say first and foremost, of course, read Planet Laundry. There's lots of good ideas in there, and don't be too scared of it. Everything's a risk. Life is a risk in some form or fashion. And if you're right on the edge of cutting a profit or anything like that, maybe a little more risk averse. But if it doesn't work like this, one of the games we bought, we were a little bit apprehensive. But actually, one of our distributor who sold us equipment, who gets around to a lot of laundromats in the state of Michigan, he came and said, "Hey Matt, there's a few guys that are doing this, and you should think about that." And he said, if it doesn't work, there's always Facebook Marketplace, or there's always you can resell it. So don't be too risk averse. I mean, I say that I'm sure there's big ventures. We're actually going to go into a bigger venture, kind of get invested in a car wash and a doggy wash. But the smaller ones, I would say just take a run at it, and don't be afraid to market it internally and build customer loyalty to it. One of the things, Danielle, I did fail to mention as far as additional services is we're fairly small, so having our own maintenance person was pretty much out of the question. I did what I could, but both my wife and I have day jobs as well. So we found somebody in the area that we know pretty well, and he could do it for us, but he was looking for something a little more permanent, a little more more regular income. So I've actually set up a service and repair kind of business with him. So I do talk to other laundromat owners, and it's kind of I kind of share them with other laundromats. And all the billing goes through me, of course. And of course, I take my percentage, but I kind of, in order to have a maintenance person when I need them, I kind of got him on staff, and I only pay for a portion of him. So I would say, I'm sure all of us look at other laundromats maybe as competition, but I would look at the similarities versus the differences and see if you can partner with them to do something like that. So
that's a great idea, because that's one of the biggest things, especially new owners, is how do I manage the maintenance, especially if you're not very savvy with fixing things, or sometimes it's just beyond your expertise. So that's a really great idea.